from the bush in the bushes again. And this time I found a Rusella. Not sure what exactly species of Rusella it is, but how I know it's Rusella is you can see striations along the edge of the cap, or you can see the gill through the cap. The gills, they stop at the stem, and then a big notable part is the stem is very brittle and breaks like chalk, breaks right apart. And there is a little bit of a pilus, I think that's what it's called, the pilus, that peels off. You can see it peeling right there. It's the top layer, and then it has that almost fish-like texture, like almost imitation crab meat, it feels like. But big thing about Rusellas is they explode when you kick them. Let's see if I can get a good, see. And then it explodes into millions of pieces. I don't know if you saw it, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, that's Rusella. A lot of them are edible, some of them aren't. But in this area, if you find them and they're green, you eat them. Actually, I think anywhere in the world a green Rusella is an edible Rusella, as long as it's not like a weird green mold that's growing on it. But the red ones tend to be a little spicy, but that one, I didn't want to taste test it, but I'm assuming it probably would have been a little spicy with the red cap there. Yeah, Rusella species, they're interesting. They're really abundant. They're everywhere. Bunch of different kinds of them. They're not all red topped or green topped. Some of them almost have like a gold color to them, orangey, just white. I've seen a lot of white ones. There's actually some up there, which I'll get another video of. But yep, Rusella species, they're interesting. I didn't have to go very far for this one. That Rusella was right there. These are right there. These are interesting. I'm gonna get this little one here. Actually, I'll get that one. Oh wow, bright color. Oh, this is one of the color changing bullets. You can see it here. Try to get it. So you can see the stem here. Try to get it where there's light. And then if I were to scratch it, it turns black. I was actually just talking about this. And look at the cap of it too. It's bright orange. And then I'm going to wipe it with my finger. And it starts to change color. I'm guessing that it is it's a Boletus bicolor. That's what I'm thinking. Might be edible. I'm going to do a little bit more research on this one. But that's a cool find. A little bit further up in the woods this time than that last Rusella and that, I believe, Boletus bicolor. I found some more Rusellas this time. It wasn't that like dark red, almost brown color. This time, it's bright yellow and pink and red. But these ones, you know, pull one of the smaller ones. So it's a little bit brighter colored. A little bit of the yellowing going on in the middle because of just between either moisture or sun that can do it to it. But it is a Rusella, same as before. You can see the striations, just barely on this one though. As they get older, you see them better. But gills, they stop at the stem again, and then same thing, brittle chalk-like stem, and it breaks into many little pieces. If you kick it, it explodes. Yep, those are another Rosella. I'm assuming those are spicy ones because it's the red. Usually when I taste test the Rosellas, the red ones tend to be pretty spicy. Within 3 to 5 seconds to put it in your mouth. Actually, do you want? Let's see if it is a spicy one. I'm just gonna break off a little piece. A little tiny piece. You don't swallow it. You just taste it. That'd be spicy. A little bit of a burn, but yeah. Ugh. Always spit it out though. Never swallow it. A little bit in your saliva. If you do swallow it, it's not going to kill you. So, if it is a deadly one, but no, you can taste. I've tested Amanita phalloides, which is the world's deadliest mushroom. Taste test. Don't eat. Taste test it, and it tasted really good, which is really alarming. Uh, it wasn't very like strong mushroom taste. It wasn't like earthy. It was almost like fish. It was odd, but spit it out. Don't swallow it. Taste test rule number 1. Taste, don't eat. But yep, let's see what I can find else out here. So again, didn't make it very far. Maybe 2 steps. I actually went to pick up my stuff that was sitting right next to these little guys. I don't know if you can even see them. There's some there. Yeah, there's one there. But they are unbelievably tiny. Little itty bitty guys. That one's even smaller. You don't see them every day because you miss them. Well, mushrooms obviously grow in all shapes and sizes. You get some big ones and then some tiny ones that you can barely see or notice. When I'm walking in the woods, I'm always looking down at my feet. So just in case I don't step on something, you never know what you might see right under your foot before you step down. So it's always good when you're walking in the woods looking for mushrooms and foraging to, be aware of what you're. I almost set my bag right down. I almost set this right down on top of that, and it was maybe 3 inches away from those. So always be aware. You might miss something. The things I do for these videos. I had to crawl through all this because I saw this. It's got some slime mold growing out of it. A little bit of decomposition with some decomposition. But this guy is decomposing this. And then this guy right there is decomposing this. And then there'll be little buggies that come by to decompose of this. It's the circle of life. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm gonna pull off this little guy here. This way I can see what's going on. Oh, eh. These branches. But yeah, so we got this guy. So you see that it doesn't have gills, it's got pores. Drop that piece of wood off of it without dropping it. So we got kind of a brownish red cap with a white kind of hard stem. Doesn't break easy like Rosellas, doesn't break up into little chalk pieces. But then, let's see if I can get it. Trying to get there's these little dots right along the edge of the stem. It's not really focusing very well, is it? But there's little dots right along here, right in there, and I'm guessing it's a Lysenium, some sort of Lysenium. I don't think it's Boletus because it doesn't have a reticulation, not a bulbous stem. Fairly, you can see on this one too, fairly skinny stem. Not too skinny actually. But I'm thinking it's a Licinium. It's got the, you might be able to see the dots better now. But not sure what it is, but I will try to find out. Now I gotta crawl out of this hole. Oh, look, more mushrooms. Little guys. Oh, there's another little guy. They're everywhere. Another one. All right, getting out of the hole. It's hot. Okay, this doesn't have to do with mushrooms, but when you're foraging mushrooms, be careful, because on my way out of that hole, I almost had a bad time with another hole. Buried my leg up to about here and started falling. Be careful where you put your feet, people. Danger.